What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Goods, Big Zo TV, man. Listen, this is a kind of different video. I kind of felt compelled to kind of tell this story. I mean, I hope that you can get inspired by it and get a message by it. No matter what you got going on in your life today, I'm hoping that maybe this message can inspire you. And the only reason why I'm telling it is because I felt obligated to share the story. So this is going to be a little bit different from the content that I do give you guys, but I felt like if I'm going to keep everything authentic, I gotta share these experiences with y'all. I gotta share when I'm compelled to share. So today, I get home, I'm taking care of the fam, like getting ready to head over to the gym, right? So, as usual, I'm running late because I got a million other things to do. So I decide, let me stop by the sporting goods store because I wanted to try like a new cardio thing. And I've been feeling like the hack is basically, hit the punching bag. So I'm like, I can't hit the punching bag bare knuckles because I gotta get some padding. So let me go get some boxing gloves or some cardio gloves, and that way I can hit the punching bag on a regular. So I'm like, let me go grab some at the sporting goods store. I head on over there. I get to the sporting goods store, and when I get there, I'm walking in and there's a guy outside, a homeless guy, and he stops me for a second. And the minute he stops me, like, I'm already like negatively thinking in my head, like, okay, this guy's gonna ask me for money. First of all, I don't never carry no cash, so I never really got no money to give. So I'm like already like getting ready to say no, basically. So I'm getting ready to say no because I know that's gonna be my answer. So I already know what's coming, so I'm waiting for it. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm looking at the dude and I'm already ready to say no. I'm from Miami. Miami, the type of place where you see somebody asking for money, saying that they're homeless and they need some change to just get something to eat, and then you spot them at Publix buying seasoning because they about to go cook some food on the stove in a home, right? But I'm just letting you know. So that's what I'm used to. So when I see these things and I see people asking for money, I already have a negative connection to it, negative connotation to it. Like, it's already negative to me, and I'm already in the mode to say no. So he gives me this whole spiel. He asks me, he says, listen, I'm not trying to ask you for no money. It's actually embarrassing for me to ask you this, but I just want to ask you, are you able to like get me any socks or underwear from the store? Now, before he finished that sentence, I already had verbally said no before I mentally thought about it. And because I'm such in a rush, I'm late, I'm just thinking about how I'm late and I'm trying to do this and do that, I basically say no, and then I walk into the store. He says, thank you, I appreciate it, no problem. Now when I get into the store now, I'm walking and the first thing I'm thinking to myself is, yo, what the fuck you mean no, dog? You literally in here to buy some boxing gloves. Boxing gloves that you can probably do without today. Like, you don't want to hit the treadmill. You want to do something else for cardio. But at the end of the day, if you didn't have boxing gloves or they didn't have boxing gloves, you could just hit the treadmill and do what you had to do. So immediately I'm walking through the store. I'm like, bro, what you doing, man? Go get that man some socks. I used to make the excuse of not giving back because I was concerned about what they were going to do with what I gave back. So like, I would always be the one to be like, I don't want to give because if they use my money for the wrong reasons, like, I'm gonna feel some type of way. But I feel like that was always an excuse. So I'm in there and I'm like, bro, get your shit right. Go get that man some socks. I grab a pair of socks. I'm waiting in the line to pay. I come outside. The man is gone. Now, the thing for me is that bothered me. And it bothered me because I instantly felt regret and I felt guilt. Only because at that moment, I literally was only thinking about myself. And not only was I thinking about myself, I was thinking about how unappreciative we can be at sometimes. You know what I mean? Just think about it, man. Like, you have people who go hungry, right? I have moments where I go into my fridge, because I want to eat something. And I'm in my fridge. I'm hungry. And I'm in my fridge and I'm like, you know what, man, I don't feel like eating the sandwich, man. I feel like eating something else. And the little things like that, we don't notice. We literally don't notice because we let these things fly over our head because we so caught up in the daily life of doing what we want to do that we don't even notice it. Like the little things, like I can literally get up right now and if I'm thirsty, I can get some water and I can decide whether I want room temperature water or cold water. I can decide if I want to throw some ice in that motherfucker or just have it the way it is. On a daily, we complain about out these first world problems. And listen, there's nothing wrong with having what you have, but I feel like for us to all be good people and spread this out to the world, sometimes you gotta think beyond yourself. And I feel like that was a moment that got to me, and it kind of leveled me down and brought me back down to earth, because I feel like all these days I just been going throughout the world just thinking about all the stuff I have to do as a black man in America, man, with the family. I gotta take care of family, right? So I gotta do the things I gotta do. I gotta work, I gotta get my money, make sure I could take care of my family. Sometimes we chase so much and we chase the dollar so much, we forget how rich we actually are. Like, you got a car to drive, your car is working, your car is good. If something happens to my car right now, I'd be upset, but I could take it to the mechanic to get it fixed. And it's like, yo, you got the nerve to go about life trying to figure out what other people do with money that you give them. It's crazy. So that kind of brought me down to earth, and I realized, you know, if you have the same sentiments I had about giving money to like people who are less fortunate, it's none of your business what they really do with the money. You have to let people's karma be their karma. And what I mean by that is, if someone genuinely has a story of, I need this because I'm going hungry, or my kid is starving, or my kid needs diapers, I don't think it's your business or your place, if you genuinely care about giving, to try to determine whether that's true or not, and that's the real reason they need that money. So that was just kind of like a moment for me that had me stop and think, like, bro, you're fortunate, act like it. I can't get up and buy a Phantom right now. I can't get up and buy a Lambo right now. I can't do that. But you know what I can do? I can get to and from point A to point B, you know, and I can get up and do certain things that other people can't. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of just talk about that, and hopefully this video inspires somebody out there to pause and think about what they do on a daily and what you give. If you're in this world expecting to receive blessings and receive everything tenfold, you gotta give. You gotta give. For those who are less fortunate, you gotta give. So that was just a realization for me, and I felt compelled to just share it with y'all, you know, because at the end of the day, this is a platform, and I'm going to try to use this platform to be as authentic as possible. I know we joke a lot about, you know, different, you know, things happening here and happening there, but at the end of the day, I strive to be authentic and real with y'all. So that was something I wanted to share, because I felt like that message could be passed to someone else who may be in a space where they're not realizing their blessings. So the whole point of this video is to just realize your blessings, bro. Realize your blessings, realize the things you have, and understand that you are rich in life, and that doesn't always attach to your bank account. So yeah, I mean, that it bothered me. It's been bothering me all day, because I felt like I failed in that moment of being a good person. So me trying to, you know, even though I bought him the items, the fact that I couldn't find him afterwards, it bothered me. So the lesson here is to be thankful, count your blessing, and when you can, help those in need. And that's the whole point of this video. It's not the fact that, you know, whether I did or not, it's the fact that I could, and I'm able to give and help, and I did it. You know, I was caught up in that moment, but that was my reflection. And listen, this is where I am, man. I just wanted to share it with y'all. Let me know if this video inspires you, man. Just let me know, man. Feel free to share how you feel about it in the comments, and, you know, hit this video with a like if you feel me. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching, even though this is off the content that I usually put on here. I appreciate you watching. It's your boy Goods, Big Zo TV. Let's go.